very important to have the Siksha Gurus. That's one. And more things is he doing to the one more thing also Seva in the Alvo in the KKD from that in the for the matrimony from this newly started our the Guru Maharaj introduced about that one. So the Prabhuji take care everything that one from our not only in the Qatar, even the Gulf area also to doing this service, the community, everything. So and one more thing also the important about is maintaining this group or this the Maha Chakraparti years here. So is the peculiar about this one telling this the devotee care is very important. Each everybody know in the Krishna Katha days about the Prabhuji and is to keeping the care about the devotees. That's the very important that one because the always the Guru Maharaj also saying that one the devotee care is very important in the Krishna conscious. That is then very nicely to the keep on and doing that our Siksha Guru. This is the one very important point for Mataji as they are giving this opportunity to glorification to the, my Guru Shiksha Guru. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Shyamasundar Prabhuji, please carry on, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Putnam Gundas. Thank you so much, Prabhuji Matajis. Hare Krishna. Nitya Narsimhadas. Hari Bol. Getting mercy of Narsimha is more glorious.
I will be meeting after the class. I will be meeting you, Prabhuji, for so many things which Prabhu said in the introduction.
Krishna, 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 Krishna. Getting mercy of Narsimha is more glorious, and Nitya Narsimha is even more glorious.
Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Saspurvilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamakyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandegam Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Che Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vidantam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savatudam Harijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Visakan Vidam Chan He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So today we'll start from sloka number Adi Leela, 14th chapter, 31 sloka onwards. Lord Chaitanya's childhood pastimes. Very wonderful chance to glorify childhood pastimes. It's very sweet. We are all very familiar in the Damodar Leela and so many Leelas. First, the first 5 level, no? Balya Leela. Then Pauganda Leela. Then Kaishwara Leela. Then Yavana Leela. Each levels are more glorious. Particularly this Balya Leela. Very, very wonderful. So in this sloka, Matira Vikara Anna Kaile Deha Pusti Haya Mati Kaile Roga Haya Dehaya Chaya. Replying to the Mayavada idea of the child philosopher, Mother Sachi said, My dear boy, if we eat earth transformed into grain, our body is nourished and it becomes strong. But if we eat dirt in its crude state, the body becomes diseased instead of nourished, and thus it is destroyed. So this Leela, Krishna explained, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained here. In previous sloka, we have discussed, astonished that the child was speaking Mayavada philosophy. Mother Satya replied, who was taught to you this philosophical speculation just as justifies eating dirt. So in previous sloka, Mahaprabhu explained, whatever you offer to eat, that also dirt, that also dirt. So what a difference. Very big philosophical point here speaks. So we can think why Mahaprabhu is speaking Mayavada philosophy here. We have doubt, no? We are not practicing Mayavada philosophy. Why Mahaprabhu talking in this point, in this topic to his mother? Because Krishna says no here, Bhagavad Gita. So, Bhaktanaka Adivile, isn't it? Shibram Bhavati Dharmatma, Shashwat Shanti Nagachadi, Kaunteya Pradijaneki, Name Bhakta Pranashyati. So, similarly, you want to glorify his mother. Okay. Krishna tells Arjuna, you declare boldly, my devotees never perished. Similarly, you want to glorify. The Krishna is always getting pleasure when he glorifies his own pure devotees. Similarly, you want to glorify the knowledge of Sachimata, the entire world. That is why she want to give the importance of he is defeating the Maya of the philosophy here. That's why he is giving chance to speak Sachimata glorifying here. This is a inner meaning. You should understand why Mahaprabhu is speaking Mayavada philosophy here. Replying Maya, 32nd sloka says here, Matira Vikara Gate Pani Vari Hani Mati Pinte Dari Yapi Shoshi Yaya Pani. So she is given a wonderful example here. In a water pot, which is a transformation of dirt, I can bring water very easily. But if I poured water on a lump of dirt, the lump would soak up the water and my labor would be useless. A simple example. So that means that there is no pot is made of dirt, clay. Is it possible to keep water in the just lump of clay? Not possible. Okay. This simple philosophy is pronounced by Sachimata. Even though she is a woman, she can defeat the Mayavadi philosophers who speculate on oneness. The defeat of Mayavadi philosophy is that it does not accept the variety that is useful for practical purposes. Sachimata gave the example that although an earthen pot and a lump of dirt are basically one, for practical purposes the water pot is useful, whereas a lump of dirt is useless. That we should understand. So she is giving wonderful explanation difference between Mayavada philosophy and the deity worship philosophy. That is why we discussed before also. She is Bhagavan is here glorifying Mata. Mata has to explain the Mayavada philosophy. Why it is happening here? It is Krishna says no in the second chapter when sloka is there. When I am doing all those things, the entire world will follow. That is why he's giving all those examples using his own pure devotees to establish all those things. So, Utsi de yur ime loko nakuriyam karma se takam shankarasya cha kartashyam ubahanyam ima prajaha. So this is sloka says here. We should take these points into consideration. If I did not perform prescribed duties, all these worlds would be put to ruination. I would be the cause of creation, unwanted population, and I would thereby destroy the peace of all living beings. That is the root cause. So Krishna sometimes establishing dharma is own and is sending his own devotees and glorifying his own devotees to establish dharmas. That is why Sachimata speaks the Maya, defeating the Mayavada philosophy in front of Mahaprabhu. Atma Lukhaite Prabhu Balile Tankhara Aje Kenaiha Matana Shikale Mora. The Lord replied to his mother, "Why did you conceal self-realization by not teaching me this practical philosophy in the beginning?" Why? So we should learn these things from this Leela. So as a responsible parents, how we have to bring up our children in such a way. So Prabhu is asking, why not teaching me this practical philosophy in the beginning? That is why we have to practice Krishna Bhakti the time of pregnancy. It is very important. When we talk about samskara also, we can talk more points about this one. So the mother, Matajis, when they are carrying, they have to practice. They have to chant more. They have to read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. They have to keep on listening the glories of Supreme Lord. So many things we have to practice. Then only Mahaprabhu says here in the point now, why not you teach in the beginning? That is the answer, that one. Particularly Matajis and Prabhus keep in consideration those who are going for begetting new child. So Bhakti Saraswati Thakur says one place, before start, that is a Garbhadhana Samskara, 64 mala the couple should chant before entering the that is a union. That is one Garbhadhana Samskara. Is it possible nowadays? When we say to the young boy and girl, please chant 64 mala before entering the room, is it possible? They will say, please Prabhu, go out. So that is the reality. Okay. So we should teach, we should learn the basic principle things to develop for Krishna consciousness. The Lord asking the questions here. If from the beginning of life one is taught the Vaishnava philosophy of duality of variety, the monistic and philosophy will not bother him very much. In reality, everything is in emanation from the supreme source, Janmadiyasya. The original energy is exhibited in varieties. It's exactly the sunshine. The original energy emanating from the sun exhibits itself in variety, light and heat. One cannot say that light is heat or that heat is light. Yet one cannot separate one from the other. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy is Achindya Veda Veda Tattva. Inconceivable non-separation and distinction. Although there is an affinity between the two philosophies, physical manifestation, light and heat, there is also a difference between them. Similarly, although the whole cosmic manifestation is the whole Lord's energy, the energy is nevertheless exhibited in varieties of manifestations. The point is, we should understand the in between the we need light, we need heat. Isn't it? We should differentiate, we should understand the difference between light and heat. We should understand this body, we should understand the Atma. We have last week, yesterday also we read the body is the main obstacle to get advancement in spiritual. Is there any doubts at this point? The body is the main obstacle to get advancement in spiritual knowledge. Okay. ஆன்மீக பாதையில் முன்னேற்றம் அடைவதற்கு இந்த உடலானது தடையாக இருக்கின்றது சொல்றது தமிழ்ல. So what does mean? We don't want to keep our body, we can destroy our body immediately. What does mean? That means we have to use our body, 5 senses. We have diamond in our packet. Where we have to keep the diamond? Just we keep in the packet, roaming here and there. Where we have to keep? So diamond is our Atma. If we have diamond, we will keep roll into the velvet cloth. Keep into the small box. Again, one more box, one more box. Similarly, we have to keep the Atma, the body we have to use to keep the Atma, diamond. Okay. So then only we can utilize our body to serve Krishna, to please devotees. So we should understand the basic principles. 34 sloka says, ABC Janilan Aramati na Kaiba Shudha Lage Yabi Tabi Tomara Stana Piba. So now that I can understand this philosophy, no more shall I eat dirt. Whenever I am hungry, I shall suck your breast and drink your breast milk. So he accepted now. So the point, come to the point is, we can keep water in the pot. The pot is made of clay, but we cannot keep water in the lump of clay. Should understand why we have this body, why we have to worship Supreme Lord, why we should not worship. Actually, we can attain supremacy in all three levels. Brahman relation, Brahman relation, Bhagavan relation, we can attain. Which one is the topmost one? Should understand this basic tattva. To establish this tattva through Shyamasundar, Mahaprabhu did this small leela. Explain. He knows everything. That is why for our own purpose, our sake, to get knowledge, he is raising this question. Mata, why not to explain this one very beginning? Bhagavan knows everything. You want to explain all those things through Shyamasundar to our own purification. These things we should understand. Etha Bali Jananira Koleta Chadiya Sanapana Kare Prabhu Ishat Asiya. After saying this, the Lord, smiling slightly, climbed on the lap of his mother and sucked her breast. So here we have to understand the Paramatma, Supreme Lord, taking mother's breast milk. So how important this one. I am requesting all Matajis, those who are feeding the children, don't stop your feeding your children up to 3 years. Nowadays, within 3 months, 4 months, Mataji dropping the child in the somewhere child care and going to office, running behind the money. Within 3 months, we are dropping the child going. So why? Then only the child and mother affection will be developed very, the body will be very strong. We gave up all those practices, involved in practices. We gave up all those things. We should revive. I'm telling 3 months, minimum 3 years, we have to feed the children, and only it will be nourished. The baby. Keep in mind, whatever we are feeding to the child is the entire life of the immune system. The immune system procure the entire life of the particular baby. There is no what you call food supplementary. We are giving so many no. Mafi faida. That is why the mother feed is a very important. Directly Mahaprabhu taking there. The same in Krishna Leela also. Krishna sleeping and coming directly asking mother feed. So that we read so many times in Damodar Leela. Krishna coming directly asking milk. Is not Amma, mummy, please give from the pot what you are churning. Give me 1 cup of milk. No. Okay. Should understand the importance of mother feeding. So Krishna Mahaprabhu immediately taking mother please her breast. Okay. Emate nana chale Aishwarya dekhaya balya bhava prakritiya pashat lukhaya. Under various excuses, the Lord exhibited his opulences as much as possible in his childhood, and later, after exhibiting such opulences, he hid himself. So Krishna Mahaprabhu, so many places he exposed as a supremacy of Sri Krishna and Supreme Lord himself. Explained so many places, and so many places he hid. He doesn't want to expose. There's a reason each and every leelas. Then he hid. So what we understand here, how much austerity Shyamasundar did, Paramatma coming and asking milk and taking milk. How much austerity she did. In that austerity, tiny drop, we have to anchor to serve the Lord. That is a lesson we should take. Okay. Up to 37 sloka, 36 sloka, this is the Mayavadi philosophical and accepting mother's instructions and pacifying mother and making questioning mother also. Why not you restrict all those things? So now 37 sloka, wonderful pastimes here. Aditi viprera anna kaila tinabara vache guptese vipre karile nistara. On one occasion, the Lord ate the food of a Brahmana just 3 times, and later, in confidence, the Lord delivered that Brahmana from material engagement. Atiti Vibra. Atiti means, guest. Vibra, the topmost Brahmanas. Vibra. Vibra means one who worshipping only Hari, one who worshipping only Krishna, who is called Vibra. So, Anna Kaile Thina Bara. The Brahmana came to Jagannath Mishra house, requested. Some Brahmanas, they will take only the Dharma Patni preparation. Some Brahmanas, they will not take that also. They will prepare themselves, they will offer their own worshipable deity, then they will take prasad. This Brahmana, second category. He will prepare himself, then he will offer to the Lord, then he will take. Such a wonderful Brahmana. Then he came to Jagannath Mishra house, requested. Then Jagannath Mishra offered all uncooked items to prepare. Then he prepared himself. Then he offered. That time, Mahaprabhu came and he honored that one. He ate. Brahmana, when we offer the bhoga to the Lord, we have to do either Gayatri Mantra or chant Hare Krishna Mantra, or we have to mainly chant Gayatri Mantra, or we can chant Hare Krishna Mantra. We should not speak, we should not engage other activities. We keep in mind everybody. Whenever we are offering Supreme Lord, we have to meditate on Lord. We have to request Lord, please accept this prasad, this bhoga. We have to request the Lord. Simply keeping in front of the Lord and coming out and doing our own other activities, no. When the Brahmana meditating, so Krishna, Mahaprabhu came and he took the prasad. Then the Brahmana woke up, he saw that one, already the boy is taken. He is upset. Then he informed to Jagannath Mishra. He offered second time, same uncooked items. Then he prepared. Then he offered. Second time, the same thing happened. Mahaprabhu took the prasad. We all know this story. Then Brahmana so morose, upset. Then Jagannath Mishra came and he pacified. Please excuse. This time, Jagannath Mishra, what he did? He took the baby, he put it into the room and locked it. Don't worry. This time the baby will not disturb you. You prepare. Please accept my request. Then Brahmana consoled. He prepared third time. Third time prepared, and by the time late night, parents start sleeping. Then Brahmana offering the bhoga to the Lord. The same time, third time also, Mahaprabhu came out from the room and he took the prasadam. How the wonderful. Then the Brahmana started crying. Because why crying? We are living in the material world. Okay, we are not seeing the Lord. Some leela is going on, something happening. It's happening in our life also. Again, when we are facing difficulties, we never think this is because of Krishna's mercy. One thing we'll keep in mind, we are trying to achieve something or attain some goal in our life, it is not succeeded, that we have to think this is Krishna's plan. Any activity going on is only two options. One is our desire, other is Krishna's desire. Nothing in between. That we have to keep in the mind. We have to accept immediately. Okay, I am trying to get seat my son or daughter for MBBS or NEET exam, and not possible. Please, my son getting BA economics. Okay, accept it. Krishna's desire. He has to study BA economics. Why I have to go for NEET exam? No. I am putting pressure on my son and daughter. Oh, no. You go try again and again. 10 times, 3 times. That boy is crying, the girl is crying. Unable. You should realize, understand that Krishna's plan is different. Isn't it? Maybe in future that fellow maybe become a Ratan Tata in future. That we don't know. So we should understand. So Krishna here, third time, the Brahmana started crying. Why this is happening? Then Mahaprabhu revealed, in Krishna Lila also you came. Krishna Lila also you offered. I like your prasadam. I like your dedication, devotion. That's why I came to honor you. This I try to understand. That's why here, Pache Gupte se Vipra Kairene Nistara. Secretly he has revealed and Supreme Lord to the Brahmana. Then how much austerity the Brahmana did in his life. Previous life also, in this life also. Krishna himself liking the honoring, the offering the prasad or bhoga and coming and accepting himself. That is a dedication service. So this is the Leela of this Brahmana. Then he gave the previous. The Lord delivered that Brahmana from material engagement. Here two options we should take. Material engagement means he is completely transformed his activities to please Krishna. That is when we should understand. Okay. 37, 38. Kore lana gele prabhuke bahira paya tara skante chadi aila tare bulaya. Sorry, I am not perfect to reading. In this childhood, the Lord was taken away by two thieves outside his home. The Lord, however, got up on the shoulders of the thieves, and while they were thinking they were safely carrying the child to rob his ornaments, the Lord misled them, and thus instead of going to their own home, the thieves came back to the home of Jagannath Mishra. This wonderful past tense. See the picture here. See, we all people are in the material world like these two thieves. Anybody think like this? This material world, we all people are reflecting the two thieves mentality. How? When the two thieves saw the Supreme Lord, they didn't see the beauty of the baby. They didn't see the beauty face of the baby. The smile of baby, they didn't see. They saw only the ornaments which Bhagavan is having on his chest, everything. This is our life now. We are running behind our name, fame, pattam, padavi, pugal, uravugal. I want relatives, this kind of relatives, this kind of people. I want to get my son, daughter from the very big shot. I want to get alliance from my daughter from the very big shot because I'm situated in business. This is our level. We are running behind all these opulences. Let's say we are all situated in the same thief level. We never think the supremacy of the Lord. We never is a Aishwaryaman. Isn't it? We are all sitting in the Duryodhana level. Duryodhana, Arjuna both went to take the help of Krishna. What the Duryodhana thinking? The poor fellow Arjuna should ask that. Let him take. He offered both Arjuna, Duryodhana. I have two options. I will come with you, or I will give one Agroni, Narayana Shana. Which one you want? Whom you are going to ask first one? And Duryodhana thinking, better that fellow, poor fellow, let him ask first. Let him ask, let him take Krishna only. I don't want this only one fellow. I will take one Narayana Shana. I want only more. This is Ajnana. We are the same the level only. So Krishna says, okay, this fellow asked, okay, Krishna, you please come. Again, I will not take even a weapon. Is it okay for you? Okay, no problem. You come. That is the understanding of supremacy. We should take Arjuna's footsteps, not Duryodhana's footsteps. But still we are, because of Maya. No answer this one. Because of Maya. We are running this one. Okay. So in this childhood, the Lord was taken away. Because of they attracted the appearances which Bhagavan is wearing, all those things. So by the Maya, Krishna, Mahaprabhu using his Maya potency, then roaming here, they came back. Same place where they snatched Supreme Lord, the same location, they came back. By the time Yana Mishra and Sachimata touching the child, where gone. By the time they dropped the child and ran away from it. This is a lesson we should learn. We should, when we do any Abhisheka, Aradhana, Archana, we should speak with the Lord. We should see the Lord's each and every angas. When we get darshan of the Lord, each part by part, it is called Saundarya beauty. When you see the Lord's full entire Rupa, this is called Lavanya Darshan. Try to practice Saundarya Darshan or Lavanya Darshan, both required. Each and every part, start from lotus feet of Supreme Lord and each and every part. When we do the Namakarna Samskara, we are requesting Gargamuni did the Namakarna Samskara of Krishna. He explained this Garga Samhita. He is touching the entire body of the Krishna. Start from lotus feet, foreleg, knee, thigh, navel, and bottom abdomen, and chest, and ghanta, and this one, to nose, to eyes, ears, tilaka point, keshav, and entire body, backside, hip, and marmastan, every point we have to touch with the mango leaf, kusa grass to glorify the particular parts. This is Saundarya beauty. Why we are do all those things in the Namakarna Samskara? Because they are parts and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Gargamuni did the same Samskara to the Supreme Krishna. Why is this Samskara required for Supreme Lord? Why the naming ceremony required for Krishna? Why naming ceremony required for Mahaprabhu? Last week, Gita says no here. Whatever I am doing this year, entire world will follow me. Isn't it? Yati vyaham na varteyam jati karmun edan tiraka mama varta anuvartante manushya partha sarvashaka. Whatever I am doing in this material world, the entire world will follow. That is why Gargamuni did for Krishna. Here, Shyamasundar Chakravarti did for Mahaprabhu. Right. So that's why we should not anchor for the material appearances like these thieves. We should anchor for the Krishna Prema. That is a lesson from this Leela. Vyadi Chale Jagadisa Viranya Sadane Vishnu Naivedya Kaila Ekadasi Dine. Wonderful, one more pastime this one. Pretending to be sick, the Lord asked some food from the house of Hiranya and Jagadisa on the Ekadasi day. So, this is one more beautiful pastimes. When we read all the pastimes, we should understand even this Yasodama taking stick and chasing Krishna. Krishna cried in front of Yasodama because he is a fear personification Krishna that we know. Even though he cried in front of Yasodama, when we show the stick, I will beat you. Similarly, here also, Sloka says here, pretending to be sick. Okay. So, Bhagavan getting sick, is it possible? Pretending. You want to do some Leela. You want to glorify his own devotees. You want to establish some glorification of his own pure devotees. That is why he said, pretending to be sick. The Lord asked some food from the house of Hiranya and Jagadisa on the Ekadasi day. Yes. We'll discuss little detail about this Jagadisa and Hiranya. Okay. Jagadisa, exalted devotee. Jagadisa Pandita and Hiranya both are brothers, exalted devotees. They lived the place, the name called Sakdaha. Jagadisa Pandita's wife name is Dukhini. What is Dukhini? Dukhini means one who never get distress. How possible? Never get the distress. That means they're completely dedicated to the mood and Hatma. soul and mind, activates everything to Supreme Lord, the Supreme Lord. Then they will be free from all dukkha, dukkhi. So Jagadisa Pandita and Hiranya both are staying nearby Jagannath Mishra's house. They prepared on Ekadasi day very big feast to offer the Vishnu. To take the prasadam, that feast, Mahaprabhu acting as a Sikh, and he requested his father to get that prasadam. We think, what is this, Prabhu? Ekadasi day, we should not eat. As you told, Ekadasi day, Pava Purusha is living in the grains. How possible? Why Krishna is before sloka you said, whatever I am doing, the world will follow. Now is this sloka says, Mahaprabhu asking this one, we have doubt, no? Ekadasi Vrata, not for Krishna, only for we people. That you should understand, one point. Then Mahaprabhu asked, please bring that food. In the beginning, he was keep on crying. Then Jagannath Mishra couldn't understand why baby is crying. Then he asked, what do you want? Why you are crying? Then Mahaprabhu told, I need a prasadam from Jagannath Mishra, Jagannath Pandita and Jagadish Pandita and Hiranya house. Then somehow it is 2 miles away from Jagannath Mishra house. Then he went there. He asked, my child is crying, please. Then they astonished. How possible? The small child, how he knows they are offering this one special prasadam to Lord Vishnu. Then the baby having some mystic power. It's not ordinary child. They understood. Then they gave the prasadam to Jagannath Mishra. Then he brought and he ate and he distributed to all his friends also. What is the understanding of this Leela? So nothing to worry. You can prepare lot of grain items on Ekadasi day only for the Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, Lord Jagannatha. You can offer, but don't eat. Okay, we should not eat. We have to Ekadasi Vrata for our own purification, not for the Supreme Lord. That we should understand this point. So further, when we discuss about the Jagadisa Pandita and Hiranya, they are the previous the Dwapara Yuga Leela, Krishna Leela. They were the wife of Brahmanas. They served a lot. In this Janma, they become as a pure devotee of Krishna, Gaurachandra. Then after the parents are left the material world, they shifted their house nearby the Jagannath Mishra house, 2 miles away from the Jagannath Mishra house. Then they stayed there. Then the place name is called Chakdaka. The Chakdaka name, previous name is Pradyumna Nagar. Why the name came Pradyumna Nagar? Pradyumna, the son of Krishna, killed the demon Sambasura. He killed the demon Sambasura at a particular place. Then the place name is called Pradyumna Nagar. Then later on, the name became as a Chakradaka. Bhagirath brought Ganga to the material world. By the time the chariot stuck up in that place, that is called Chakradaka. Later on, it became Chakdaka. Very, very auspicious place. Chakdaka. One more name is Jasra. Jasra, Chakradaka, Pradyumna Nagar, Chakdaka, all one place only. Okay. So this Jagadisa Pandita, in his dream, Lord Jagannatha came. He told Jagannatha told Jagadisa Pandita, so please bring me from the Puri and establish here in that Chakdaka place. Mayapur. So by the way, he accepted that instruction from the Supreme Lord. He traveled to Puri Jagannath. He brought Jagannath deity from there. That Jagannath deity Kalevara, Nava Kalevara. You know all those things. Nava Kalevara. Everybody knows, no? What is Nava Kalevara? Nava Kalevara means once in 8 year or 12 year or 19 year, they will replace a graha. They will find a new tree. they will scarp the Vigraha from the new tree. Very big this one. Especially people are there to take care of the tree. Then they are observing the growth of the tree. They will find the specific tree to make a Vigraha in a particular tree. It's happening every 8 year or every 12 year or every 19 year. It's happening. So it's called Navakalevara. Time of Navakalevara, you bring the Vigraha and establish Mayapur. This is instruction from Jagannath, Lord Jagannath to the Jagadisha Pandita. So you went there. You carried a very big Vigraha. You used to tie with a rod, very big stick, wooden stick. Tied the Vigraha in the stick and carrying on his back. Coming. When he's carrying on the back, the Bhagavan becomes a peacock feather, like a weightless peacock feather. This mercy of supremacy. Weightless. He carried and he brought to the. Then on the way, he want to take rest and he wanted to take bath in the Ganga. Then he kept Vigraha on the place. The place is called Jastra. After taking bath, he tried to lift the Vigraha, unable to lift. Then he understood Krishna, Jagannatha want to give darshan from this particular place. He understood. Then under the banyan tree, the Vigraha was established. Then later on, Krishna Chandra, the king name is Krishna Chandra. He established a very big temple there. So Krishna Jagannatha giving darshan there. And then when Mahaprabhu move from that place to Jagannath Puri, Mataji Dukhini, the wife of Dharmapatni of Jagadisha Pandita, she started crying. How can I live without your association? Then Mahaprabhu gave that Vigraha, Gaura Gopal Vigraha. Then she started worshipping Gaura Gopal there itself. So even today we can, when we get darshan of this, when we visit that place, we can get darshan of Jagannatha brought by Jagadisha Pandita, and we can see the stick used by Jagadisha Pandita to bring Jagannatha from Puri to that Jastra place. Then we can darshan of Gaura Gopal Vigraha also there. It's a wonderful pastimes. So that is why Mahaprabhu requested his father bring food from Jagadisha Pandita and Hiranya to take on Ekadasi day. This is a wonderful Leela. So we should understand those pastimes. The Lord asked some food from the house, that we read this one. Now last sloka. Sishu Sabha Laye Padasira Gare Churi Kari Dravya Kaya Mare Balakare. As useful for small children, he learned to play, and with his past playmates, he went to the houses of neighboring friends, stealing the eatables and eating them. Sometimes the children fought among themselves. It's very wonderful. Typically, Mahaprabhu exhibiting the nature of child. And at the same time, is exhibiting, I am the Supreme Lord Krishna. Whatever Krishna does in that Krishna Leela is stealing, which is going to each and house. Jagannath is a very opulent person. Why he has to go to steal? Actually, stealing food items in others' house. Krishna did stealing in the butter in every Gopi's house. Is it true? Which one? Krishna steals devotees? Devotion, not butter. When we see externally, it is a butter still Makanshwa. No. Yasoda tied Krishna with a rope or not? Which one? By devotion service. Externally, we see she used 9 lakhs with the ropes, or finally 1 rope. No, there is no rope. Only bhakti. So similarly, is exhibiting here. As usual for small children, he learned to play, and with these playmates, he went to the houses of neighboring. Nowadays, we are not allowing our children to go outside play. Okay, half an hour, one mobile, another mobile. They are giving to the children. Even the 5-year-old child also carrying the mobile. We don't know how to hold the mobile. The child knows how to hold the mobile. This is our condition nowadays. So please allow the children to go out to play. Get them something. So there's a lesson. You should learn this slokas. All the children lodged complaints with the Shyamasundar about the lords fighting with them and stealing from the neighbors' houses. Therefore, sometimes she used to chastise or rebuke her son. This is also one more thing. The Chanakya Pandita says, up to 5 years, we have to use our stick to control the children. After 5 years, we have to discuss with them. We have to give advice to them. Sama Beda Dana Danda. After 10 years, after 15 years, what you have to do? Treat as a friend. Is it happening? You have to think. Okay. So here, all the children lodged complaints with Shyamasundar about the same Leela. What he did in Damar Leela, same Leela is happening here also. Neighbors' houses, therefore, sometimes she used to chastise or rebuke her son. Chastise means what? So it means we have to give some advice, proper guidance to the children. We should not, we should not give up their own way. It's the responsibility of responsible parents. How to treat our children. Use a stick up to 5 years. Then use our words, advice up to 10 years. After 10 years, also treat as a friends. We should learn. Kene churikara kane maraha sisure kene paragare yaha kiba nahi gare. Shyamasundar said, why do you steal others' things? Why do you beat the other children? And why do you go inside the other's house? What do you not have in your own house? According to the Vedanta Sutra, since creation, maintenance, and annihilation exists as supreme absolute, whatever we find within this material world is already in the spiritual world. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna himself. How is he stealing and how is fighting? It is not as a thief or an enemy, but as a friend in a loving condition. He steals as a child, not because he is in want, but out of a natural instinct. This is the main point here, as we discussed here. Krishna never steals any material items from his neighborhood. He steals our devotion only, he's touching our devotion only. We should understand. Krishna asked 54 items to offer every function, every celebration. No. Krishna asking only love and devotion. He steals as a child not because he is in want, but out of a natural instinct. That's why he told, please come to me. Please come to me. Please surrender unto me. Manmana bhava, mad bhakto, matyaji, mam namaskuru. Okay. Who will call? Who will call you? One who having one affection with you. Who is having one affection? First, your father, mother. Who is your father? Who is your father? Pidahamashi Jagato. Should not forget all the slokas. Manmana bhava.
Krishna is the Supreme Father.
Yes. Should not forget. Pidahamashi Jagato, Mata, Tata, Pidamakaha, Vedyam, Pavitram, Omkaram, Rik, Yajur, Shama, Evache. You should not forget all those things. That is why here nature instinct. You want to take care of his own children. Mamai Vamso Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhota, Sanatanaka. He declared, you are my own personal parcel. I have to take care of you. I am your father. Why are you running here and there? This is a natural instinct. Krishna is showing his mercy, but we don't want to take his mercy. Why? Our mind is situated in the same like a two thieves. I want to get higher promotion. I want to stand for 10 years in the ticket. Get more money. Already bank balance something is there. I want to make double the bank balance. That is my ajnana. Isn't it? So he steals as a child, not because of his want. In this material world also, small children without enmity or bad will sometimes go to a neighboring house and steal. Isn't this happening? That is why we should not interfere the children's fighting each other. So many families are having relationship break because of children only. Today, both are fighting. Next day, the children, next immediate minute, the child will join together. They will speak together. But we don't want. No, don't join the boy, the bad boy. No. There is no point of a bad boy, good boy, the childhood boy. All boys are equal only. The Atma, normal Atma only. But we are putting the barrier. No. Don't join this fellow. You select your friends. You select with this fellow. This father is working in the bank manager. Join with this boy. Don't go this fellow. This fellow working in the labor. No. We are putting distinction. That's the difference in the children. Immediately they will start speaking here. So without the existence of the stealing propensity and fighting propensity in the spiritual world, so here only is there. There is no stealing propensity. There is no fighting in the material world, spiritual world. Here only it is there. Why? Because they completely enter in the Maya. That is why. Isn't it? The difference between the material and the spiritual world is that stealing in the spiritual world is done in the friendship and love. We are stealing there only love of Godhead. There also competition is there. I want to serve Krishna more and more. Here also fighting is there. I want to get more and more for my own. This is the difference between here and there. That we have to transform. Slowly we have to transform. We are sadhakas doing now, no doubt. Don't feel discouraged. Prabhu is talking like this. No. We are doing better devotion service than the other people. We are. That's why we have pura sukriti. That's why we came here, assembled here to discuss about the Lord, to hear about the Lord. We are more fortunate. No doubt at all. No doubt. So, therefore, we should understand that in the spiritual world, all these activities exist, but there is no inability. Whereas in the material world, all activities are full of miserable conditions. Dukkalayam asasvatam. We know all those things. Dukkalayam ashashvatam. So everything there eternal, here temporary. Should understand this Leela. So why Krishna's Mahaprabhu entering the other's house? Why stealing all those things? He never steal the eatable items from the neighborhood. He is stealing only the bhakti, only the heart of the devotees. That we should understand. He cried in front of Yasodama because of he completely sold himself in front of Yasoda by her own devotion service, bhakti. He sold completely. So when we will purchase Krishna? When we will purchase? How can we purchase Krishna? How much money we have to, how much check we have to give Krishna? Any idea? Prabhu, I have 8 crores in my bank balance, Prabhuji. So better if Krishna accept, I'll try to make it 10 crores, Prabhuji. Is it possible? Krishna will come to me. Please make a bargain. Is it possible? What is the formula to attain Krishna? What is the formula to purchase Krishna? This is the open market now. Krishna is in the open market. How to purchase Krishna? What is the sutra? Anyone knows?
Chant the holy name, Prabhuji.
On the holy name, okay. How to do on the holy name? Okay, Prabhu said holy name. Okay, I don't know. I am the rude fellow. How to understand? Any formula giving Krishna?
Devotees association.
Yes, wonderful. Krishna says here, 18.14, this favorite sloka for Srinath Ramdas. So always practicing this sloka. Practicing and applying in his life. I am following him. Okay. Please read the sloka 8.14. Ananya Setaha Satatam Yomam Smarati Nityashaka Tashyagam Sulava Partha Nitya Yuktasya Yoginaha. Very simple formula, very simple root. Ananya Setaha, unalloyed consciousness, uninterrupted consciousness. This is Ananya Setasaka. Your consciousness should be unalloyed, uninterrupted, motivated, focused. This is the first qualification to purchase Krishna. If you want to go to market, you have to carry bag nowadays. Don't bring plastic bags. Okay, this is the first qualification. Second one, Yomam Smrati Nitya Shaka. Smrati Nitya Shaka. Daily think Smrati Smaranam. Nitya Shaka. Always Nitya Shaka. Tashyagam Sulabha. Easily you can catch him. You can easily purchase him. Tashyagam Sulabha Partha. Nitya Yuktasya Yoginaka. You have to fix your mind as a yogi state. Nitya Yuktasya. Yuktasya focused. Nitya Yuktasya. Daily. The qualification is Ananya Setaha, Smarati, Nitya Yuktasya. These three qualifications enough. Continuous, without a gap, without a disturbance. Chant Hare Krishna Mahamandra, get association of devotees, eat Bhagavad Gita, take Krishna Prasadam, easily we can purchase. Krishna will directly come to your house. No need to purchase. He will come directly to your house. He will knock the door. How he entered the Brahmanas offering 3 times. I wanted 2 times, 3 times offer because the Brahmanas purity. Directly went to the room, he accepted Prasad, is honoring. Similarly, Krishna will directly come and knock the door. Sri Parada Mataji, Radha Mataji, the door, he will come and knock the door. No doubt. Mataji, open your door. I want to take your Prasad. Your globe jamun is very wonderful than other Mataji's globe jamun. Please give me another 2 extra. No doubt. Okay. So this is a lesson we should take from this Lilaraj. So we conclude in this class here. 42 slokas we covered, 31 to 42. So any doubts, any clarification, any comments, please give your comments. I can improve my preaching. This is my humble request. So please, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you so much, Ramanakanya Prabhu, Nitin Narasimha Prabhu, for allocating one slot for me. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhu, any questions? Ramanakanya Prabhu.
Ramananda Prabhu is having
Yes,
question.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
So I'm yes, Prabhuji. A little scared now because some questions coming from some place means very alert. Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhu, I have 2 questions.
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, you can ask many questions, no problem. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, first of all, for nicely giving very practical points of advancing Krishna consciousness from samskaras perspective. So you did a wonderful this one that you are blending your samskara experience into Krishna consciousness and gave very nice points. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Prabhu, my question is that first question is in the beginning of the class you said our Atma is a diamond, something like that, correct?
Yes.
I didn't understand, Prabhu. How is our Atma is, so if our Atma is diamond, then who are we?
The point is how to, the Atma, nature of Atma is to serve Krishna. Okay. In this point, we have to procure our Atma very preciously.
No, our Atma means what, Prabhu? I thought we are the Atma.
We people.
So we are the Atma, is what I understand. But I say
Yes.
our Atma means who are we and whose Atma it belongs to?
Yes. The point is, I told one more statement. The body is obstructing to get spiritual advancement. Okay. Body required or not? Okay. First, we should understand we are Atma. The Atma, the Swaya Swarupa of the Atma is to serve Krishna. Swaya Swarupa of the Atma is to serve Krishna, to please Krishna, to go back to Krishna, to attain Krishna's prema. That is the Swaya Swarupa of the Atma. Okay. The Atma is in my body. I forget this basic principle. I am running behind other opulences. To give pleasure to the Atma, I have to preserve my body. That is why the Atma is compared to the diamond. The body is to keep, how we keep the diamond in precious manner. Similarly, the Atma should be keep in our body preciously. For that, we have to maintain our body perfectly. Then only we can live in this material world. We can serve Krishna. We can please Krishna. We can make more devotees. That is the point, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
right?
My second question is that you throughout the lecture you said how one should engage our senses and everything that belongs to us, including our children and everything into service of Krishna. But sometimes when my son is getting initiated and he want to shave his head, but I get dissatisfied, I get bewildered. So how to handle that situation?
Yes, Prabhuji. In this point, the important we missed it, because my son, I want to see as a well puff cutting or craft cutting, whatever the cutting. I have seen so many years in this mood only. I forget the importance of the diksha. It has happened to me also. When I son 2019 or 18, it happened. When he took initiation in Chennai, he clean head shaved and shika. Suddenly
I
saw my
know
wife and
I
other
must know only
relatives
about
that
that incident.
they got problem. Why this bill have become like this? This is the advice of Satkriya Sara Deepika. One who going to take decision initiation from his spiritual master, he has to shave his head, and with the shika only is eligible to take the initiation. It is the Brahmanical culture, Vedic injection. But my eyes, I saw my son last 25 years, 26 years with a full pop cut, crap cut, so many cut. So when I see immediately different cut, clean head shave, I unable to tolerate. Why it is happening? The basic injection, one who going to take initiation from the spiritual master, he has to do clean shave. With the shika only is eligible. He is authorized to take initiation. That is a basic injection he is doing. We have to, as a Krishna devotees, practicing devotees, we have to be so happy when the son is going to take initiation with the shave head and with the shika. This is the prescribed one, blessed boy, no doubt at all. That we have to convince. If he agreed to shave the head, is very, they are more fortunate. Is not agreed means we have to convince them. We have to tell them to shave the head.
But in your case, your son has convinced you.
Yes, really, I agreed. I was suddenly saw this one, and then I read immediately. Next day, I read that this was this book, Satkriya Sara Deepika book. Then I came to know, oh, this is a basic injection. That is why we should understand the reason behind why they are doing these things. Yes, that in this way we can bring. If we offer normal prasadam on Ekadasi day to Lords, the prasadam can be consumed later. What is that? Read, Mother. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for your questions, Prabhuji. Any other doubts, Prabhuji? So
Thank you, Prabhu.
here, Ramananda Kanaya Prabhu also like one more incarnation of Krishna, because don't think I am not. Prabhu asking any question not for his own purification. All questions are for others' purification only. Mataji, Prabhu, please think he has given so many classes, whole cosmos creations, and so many classes attended. Then he wrote one book, not such ordinary devotee, Ramananda Kanaya Prabhu. Please, whoever practicing under his guidance, catch what is dhoti. I am not just joking. Catch what is dhoti. He's an exemplary devotee here. Yes, Hare Krishna, if we offer normal prasadam on Ekadasi day to Lord, the prasadam can be consumed next day even if it spoils. Mataji, nice question. Okay. Bhagavad Gita says 3 hours over the prasadam is tamoguna prasadam. That is normal food. For Krishna prasadam, there is no point of spoiling. Okay, one thing. There's no point. And our other request is, what are the items will not spoil immediately? That kind of prasadam we can prepare and we can offer to the Lord. That kind of bhoga we can offer to the Lord. That we can be little cautiousness. Our basic message is we should not give only Ekadasi prasadam to the Supreme Lord on Ekadasi day. We have to offer grain food also to Krishna, fasting for our own purification, not for Krishna. That concept we will keep. We can make a lot of sweets on particular day with the grains and goduma, wheat, flour, so many things are there. And prepare so many sweets, offer to the Lord. But some items cannot, it's not spoil, isn't it? We can exhibit our love and devotion to Krishna in multiple way. So this is a point. What are the items will not spoil immediately? Those kind of items we can prepare and we can offer to the Lord on Ekadasi day. No doubt. Yes. So today also Ekadasi. Please prepare so many items. Tomorrow I'll come to your house to take part. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Nitya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad
Prabhu.
Pranam. It was really amazing session, Prabhu. Strong messages with your humility, with humor. You have convinced everyone. That is really amazing. Prabhu, my question is, in fact, this is silly question, but this is not happening to me. Like you said in the class, Brahmana Vipra offering the bhoga to Lord and Lord is easily accepting.
Yes.
Will this happen to me in this lifetime? Because I am offering, but it is, as you said, it is like mechanical business is happening. So would you kindly enlighten on this, Prabhuji? When will this happen?
But the answer is within you only. How far I surrendered to Krishna, how far pleasing Krishna, based on that Krishna reciprocating. Krishna told the same, the Vibra Brahmana also. So Krishna Leela also you came. You came, Nandagopal, Yashoda house also you came. You offered the same way. I like your devotion. I like your offering. That is why I want to continue the same. I want to say taste. Isn't it? Prabhu, you married. Maybe 20 years or 15 years, so many years passed. Okay. Your wife serving, very pleasantly serving. So many items is preparing for you, to please you. After 12 years, you are going, your mother preparing something. Unfortunately, my mother prepared. Aap kya banaya? She totally fed up. What it indicates? Why Krishna coming after the Krishna Leela, then again coming to the same Brahmana is waiting. The Brahmana, same Brahmana coming here and waiting. Why is accepted? Because the taste. The Brahmana served only ordinary items, rice, chawal, something. No, only pure devotion. Krishna likes. That is why he continued the second part also. The Gaurachandra Leela also, he wanted to enjoy the bhakti from the Brahmana. That's why he came and took the offerings. After 12 years, 15 years, you are glorifying your mother preparation. She prepared only Sukha Kapi only. Right or wrong? When you feel headache, she prepared one Sukha Kapi. Same thing she is giving after 12 years. You are glorifying your mother, prepared wonderful Sukha Kapi. You are preparing, wife preparing more than that one. You are not glorifying your wife. What is the problem? Krishna, you like your way of serving your mother, serving, you take care of, giving care. It is an impact in your mind. Similarly, Krishna said the Brahmana, he likes the way serving, the likes way doing the spiritual service to Krishna. That is why he came. He 3 times stealing, not 1 time, 2 times. He can show his the first time in himself. No, itself no. Why is waiting 3 times? First time itself, hey Brahmana, I am the Supreme Lord. Yeah, last time you came, I liked too much. Very good. Okay, Kalas. Why? Again. When the pure devotees are serving in Lord Shiva Pasham also, one is there. Maybe Tamil people knows this one. Trinav Karshu and this one more Alvar and one more Nayanmar. His name is Trinav. One temple closed. Okay, upper Trinav Karsha. He went there. He sung 10 verses. Door not open. Temple door not open. Then 10th verses, door open. Then Caitanya came. Then he told, then you please sing, glorify Lord Shiva now. The door has to close. Then he sang only 1 verses. Door immediately closed. Okay. Then the Caitanya Samandar told, the Trinav Karsu, the elder man, Trinav Karsu, Caitanya Samandar younger man, younger devotee. Then Trinav Karsu told to younger, your glorification is more sweet That is why when you sing only one verses, immediately door closed. My glorification is not maybe boring, not that much high level. That is why 10 verses, door not opened. Then that other devotee glorified this one. No. Is keep on enjoying your verses, your glorification. He lost himself. When you keep on glorifying him, he lost himself. How can you open the door? That is why he waited up to 10 verses. He enjoyed your glorification. That is the exchange, love exchange of in between both devotees. Dushyanticha, Ramanticha. Both are sharing their past and both are sharing their realization about the Supreme Lord. They are sharing each other. Dushyanticha, Ramanticha. Bodhayanta Parasparam. So similarly, when we serve Krishna, definitely Krishna will reciprocate. Okay, Prabhuji. So this is the point where answer. So how far I am dedicating my life and soul to please Krishna, to please his own pure devotees. Whenever seva comes, we have to grab the seva, anchor the seva, run behind the seva. Not run behind the name and fame. Should not wait when Ramana Kanaya Prabhu glorify me in front of others. Whenever Ramana Prabhu chastised me, I'd wait for the point. Prabhu, ab kya bola? I'd wait that point. Then we can slightly we can go ahead. This is my understanding, Prabhuji. So that is the how far we are serving Krishna, how far we are serving Krishna devotees, then we can realize your service, Prabhuji. Reward.
Thank you.
Thank you so
very
much.
much.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Prabhuji, actually, you gave answer actually before itself. You gave
Yeah.
already how we can purchase Krishna, that Ananya Chetaha Smarati Nitya Yuktasa. If one can check these 3 points, Nitya Narasimha Prabhu's answer already it is you have given, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Wonderful, Prabhuji, wonderful.
we can purchase Krishna. It's
Yes,
readily available.
yes.
Yes,
Mataji, can you
don't think our bank balance.
which
Don't think
sloka
our.
Mataji it is?
Huh?
8.1, na?
8.14. 8.14.
Yes.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yes. Dear Krishna Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam. So we are very fortunate. I am very fortunate that I am having association with you on the Ekadasi day.
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have a couple of questions. First question is, when we are giving, bath to the deity, or with a wet cloth, we are wiping the deity Vigraha. So whether we should go from the face to the feet, or from the feet to the face?
For Lord face, Prabhu, getting darshan from feet, we have to wipe out. Actually, we have to keep the cloth in our left hand and put the vigraha on the full cloth. Cover the vigraha with the full cloth. Okay. Then take another cloth, then wipe out slowly from the face to entire body. Slowly. We should not rub the cloth with the vigraha. We should not press our thumb on the vigraha also. It should be very how we dealing with our own child, infant, less than 1 year child. Like that, we have to treat the vigraha. Okay. Because of time concern, we have to finish my abhisheka within half an hour. We have to run to office. We are doing very, very fast. The bhava bhakti is very different than what we are doing the bhakti. That is why probably we should start from the face. First, as I told you, keep the vigraha on the cloth, then cover full cloth. In this covering also, maximum wetness will be wiped out. Then we take other cloth, use this one. One more thing. Second thing is we have to use separate cloth for separate vigraha. Sometimes we use one cloth for the 3-4 vigrahas. No, separate vigraha. The cloth should not mix here. Today, this abhishek I use this cloth for the Nityananda Prabhu. The other next day for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu vigraha. No, separate cloth, separate vigraha. We have to use this one. And mainly for those who are having Mahaprabhu. No, this Prabhupada vigraha. Prabhupada is somebody having vigraha. For doing a daily abhishek, they are doing weekly also they are abhishek. In that point, we have to use white cloth, only white cloth. should not use colored cloth for this Prabhupada Vigraha. So this is. When we do the Arati also, we should use only white cloth for the Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada. No colored cloth. Krishna, any cloth we can use. It is especially yellow is there, more preferable for Krishna. Silk is more offerable, more apt. Silk cloth. Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, also you told that we have saved enough money, like a 5 crore or some crores of rupees, and still we want our children, they should be like a doctor or some instead of what is Krishna's plan, we do not understand or do not accept. So, and we are continuing in that. So what is your, I need a real advice, suppose someone has a sort of money, he can live comfortably in the rest of his life. So how he should, whether, and suppose one has already reached 50, and how he should take it, how he should be so serious and take Vanaprastha or continue the Lord Krishna's service seriously and come out from this this like entanglement, like job on all these things. So I need a real true answer, Prabhuji.
Very nice, Kelly Prabhuji. This is good for everyone, including me also. So we have to think so many points. Okay. Wonderful explanation given by Shri Advaita Prabhu, first disciple of Prabhupada. What's the name? Advaita Prabhu. No, I forgot that name. 1 second. Okay, the point is, name I forget. He's in the US now. He said, we are expanding our life. We forget to bring close. We are keep on expanding our life. One thing. We should learn similarly at the same time, we should learn how to close the circle. Okay, that point we are missing in our life. One thing. So we have to fix a target. Two things we have to keep in mind. One thing, Guru Maharaj told, as much as possible, stay in this material, in this, for example, the Middle East. Okay, you can stay there and don't go there until the countries kick out from the country. Until then, you stay here. Okay, earn money. So how far we are earning money? How far we are utilizing the same money for the Krishna's pleasure? One thing. Second thing, for our children purpose, we have to fix a target. We have endless commitments, endless desire. We should fix. I have to, once I give the proper education to my children, give them free. Let them stand their own leg. That decision we have to take. Okay. This much money enough. So I am thinking for my children, this much 5C, 6C enough. Somebody thinking, no, I want 15C, not enough 5C. So that is the level. We have to fix a target, how much we are giving. If you give 20 crores also, within 3 months, that boy will empty out within 3 months. That's different. Okay. That is why we have to fix a target. Instead of giving the material opulences, we have to give the spiritual opulences. Based on that, they can stand. One thing. Main point, we have to fix the target. We have to learn how to close my circle. I'm keep on expanding my lifespan, life circle to establish the opulences, how to make close that one, make a strategy. Okay. After this, the last class also, they took one class, take it a wonderful class. After retirement life, 60 years after that, what I have to do? What is my target? Generally, people are thinking, no, I am going to start one shop. I'll go and start business. This is the immediate answer for me. After retirement, I have already planned, Prabhuji. I'll start one business there. I'll start one this blah blah blah. No, Anybody saying, Prabhu, I'll start one ISKCON center, I'll start preaching in my house nearby, except Ramananda Kannaya? No. That we should fix. How far I am trying to serve entire remaining life to Krishna. That is my this point is, so far we lived for our own sense gratification. Rest of the life we'll try to spend our life to please Krishna, to please devotees. That target we have to fix right now. This kshana, this moment we have to fix. This next moment, next second onwards, I am trying to spend my life, my breath to please Krishna, to please devotees. So far I lived for my own sense gratification. The sankalpa we should take when daily get up from the bed. Krishna, I want to spend my rest of life to please you. Please give opportunity. Then we will be situated in good condition and good mood, Prabhuji. This is the two options. Try to learn, make a contrast in our expansion, and try to fix the target. What is the target? What education I have to give to my children? We have to satisfy this education enough for my children. They can stand their own leg. That's enough. This the education for the material life, and the same time, or we gave the spiritual, we put the spiritual platform for the children or not. I am doing 16 round, my daughter doing 16 round or not, that I have to focus. My wife doing devotional service or not, I have to focus. I am putting my son in some other college doing that, whether he's doing 16 round chanting or not, because I am Krishna family. I am practicing Krishna Bhakti, whether my children practicing or not, that is my responsibility. Arranging money, giving food, giving shelter, that's not pure responsibility of parents. Whether the son or daughter practicing Krishna Bhakti or not, whether doing chanting or not, whether they are taking only Krishna Prasadam or not. How can I facilitate the Krishna Prasadam where they are staying in their college? That is our real responsibility. Every month sending money to my son and daughter studying in college, that is not responsibility. That is also responsibility. What is the real responsibility? Whether the boy or girl taking Krishna Prasadam or not, whether he is practicing Krishna Bhakti or not, what the difficulties he is facing. When we call our children from the house here, you have to ask first, are you doing chanting or not? Any difficulties? This is the real parenting role. Yes, Prabhuji. Any Bir Krishna Prabhuji? Am I answered your question?
Thank you, Prabhuji, very much.
So this is the way we have to put a full stop. So one more thing, Guru Maharaj told, until then don't go from the Qatar, Krishna Kaladesh, until country will kick out. We have to serve, we have to earn money, more money, keep money, try to serve Krishnas. The same time, build temple. So happy. It is mentioned, I've sent the link also to you. It's mentioned, if you constructing one house, how many of we deciding to construct a house, a very big hall for altar room? Raise your hands. No. I am constructing house 20 by 20 hall for living room. My guest will come. For puja room, 8 by 8 or 6 by 6. Isn't it? So when we construct a very big hall, we have to plan to call okay, Mayapur 10,000 devotees. In my house, at least 150 devotees. 150 devotees has to come to my house, do chanting, do kirtan. That much mind, I have to fix my mind. They have to come to my house, they have to glorify the Lord. That purpose, I have to start construction. No, Prabhuji. I have 20 family relatives are there. They have to come. No. If they come with the Krishna mood, Krishna devotees, well and good. We are more fortunate. That is why any child become a Krishna devotee in one family, parent side, father side, mother side, 21 generation, top and bottom, getting liberated. Make your son, daughter, pure Krishna devotees. That is our request. Again requesting.
It was not only Bir Krishna Prabhu's question, it was for everyone, including means I got the answers for my children's also, Prabhu. Prabhu, is it possible your son can take one class in future sessions and whenever, if it is
Sure,
possible?
Prabhuji. Sure, Prabhuji. I'll request
Because
him.
that will be
No, no.
inspiration for
Better,
you.
better Ramananda Kanya Prabhu should ask my son directly. They have a link.
Very well. We will will catch hold of Dhoti of Ramananda Kanna Prabhu. You have
Yes,
given
yes,
the
yes.
solution.
Yeah, they have
Prabhuji.
link. They will talk. They Prabhu once asked, he will accept. If I say no, no, daddy, don't know. He will say directly because it's the same thing. No, they have the close bondage. No, daddy, don't. I not. So they will. They will
Prabhuji,
Prabhu will ask.
Prabhuji, while you were giving the class, I think someone was prompting. Maybe your daughter, Caitanya.
Kirtan always with me, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so we can ask Caitanya also to take one class also.
Not qualified, Prabhuji.
Not. I don't think I cannot say because they are individual. I cannot say you go and take my class. No, because how far they are practicing Krishna, they know that their level. Because it is also the same answer. Ramananda Kanaya Prabhu and Kirtana both are having very good. Ramananda Kanaya Prabhu is a spiritual father for Kirtana. So many ways he directed, he guided, he has given so many jnana to Kirtana. Prabhu knows very well than me. You believe it or not, she was having, when she was studying in college, she was having chest pain. I don't know, Ramananda Kanaya Prabhu, no. Ramananda Kanaya directly called me. Prabhu, Kirtana having chest pain, do you know or not what you are doing? For call immediately her. Then I come to know this is happening. That's why she's having, they are having, Prabhu will talk to the Kirtana if required. They can take one class, Prabhuji. That is that.
Very good. Thank you very much, Prabhu. It was really very wonderful session and gave many points, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Haribol, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. So we can conclude in this session.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Any other doubt we can discuss also, no problem. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Any doubt in the deity worship also, we can clarify 5 minutes or some time permits.
One clarification, Prabhuji, or one question rather, not clarification.
Yes, Prabhuji.
See, you have some very practical tips on Garbhadan Sanskar and how mothers and fathers should behave early in their life. Now, our lives have already passed. For the next generation, do you have some recording of such classes, which we can share with our children, or because they are still young, although 20, 21, 22, like that, teenagers in the family, 19 maybe. So, but something that we can share with them so that they can lead their life in a correct way.
Yeah, Prabhuji, 2 things, Prabhuji. One thing, parents has to practice Krishna Bhakti in front of their own children. When you do chanting together, you call your wife, sit together, do chanting. At the same time, call your children. They have to sit with you. They have to do chanting. One thing. Children they are not listen your words. They are follow. Yes. When whatever we do, they will follow. They're observer. They are not listener. They're observer, listener. One thing. Second thing, so we have to insist them to read Prabhupada books at least half an hour daily. In this factor, we should not say, hey, read Prabhupada books. No. We have to open Srimad Bhagavatam in front of them, then they will open on the way to Krishna with us. Simply, we should not say. We have to spend quite time with our children. Whether chanting, whether taking honoring prasadam, whether doing arati, whatever the seva we are performing to please Krishna, we have to engage our own children, whether it is irrespective of level of age. No, even though they are college goers also, we are request, please come, my son, my dear, please join with me. Please you sing the Darshana Arati. I can perform this one. Requestly. Again telling grown up children, we should not put a command. They will not listen. We are doing mistake. I am father. I am grown up. Come on. Don't talk too much in front of me. Don't speak loudly. No. That's why I told 15-year-old, we have to treat as a friend. Request the child, request to your son. Please come with me, join with me. Please sing the Darshanarti song or Mangalarti song. I'll do performance. Please join with me. Then in this way we are engaging. We are doing oppositely we are doing. hey क्या करता के इधर आ जाओ टाइम हो गया जल्दी करो. No, this kind of words we have to remove from our dictionary. Reduce our reduce our volume. Please ma, join with me. Please start sing. Your voice is so sweet. You are the eligible person to please Krishna. Please come on. Then the girl will come and sing in front of Krishna. Not for mother word, but to please Krishna. So we should understand this, how to pacify our children, how to bring our children to Krishna Bhakti. Unless otherwise they will not come. No, daddy, this is your part. I am busy with my homework. I am busy with my mobile. No, I will not come. Do. This is the happening in so many houses. So we
You
should
have
pacify
many
our-
tips, Prabhuji. Actually, you should have separate session other than CC class.
Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Jai. Hari
It is
Bol.
happening.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Shall we close here? Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Yes,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa
कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय.
जय
प्रभुपाद की, गुरु महाराज
जय
की जय.
जय
आनंदे.
हरि हरि बोल।
अजय श्रद्धा मजा क्लास डिवोटीज की जय. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you so much for the wonderful nectar, Prabhuji. Wonderful nectar. Thank you so much. We all meet next week class. By next speaker is His Grace Nitya Narasimha Prabhu. We will hear from Nitya Narasimha Prabhu. Thank you so much. So we are ending the session here, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.